Okay, we're going to go through my Bushmaster setup on my radio. Your mileage will vary. You're going to need your own percents. First thing we're going to want to do is make sure we have our channel set. I have flaps 1, flaps 2 set to switch 1, this switch. From here, we'll go into functions, the Q-links. I have normal, takeoff, land, ignore the fly. I'm not actually using the fly. What I have set that up is so all my Q-links, if I go back to the middle, I will be in a normal. So if I get lost, then I can always go to the middles and I'm just going to have a generic aileron 4-channel plane. That's what I have here set up. I have normal, takeoff, land, 6-second delays. Dual rate. I ended up dual rating off this. I only need 2. I don't need a triple. You can triple off my triple video and use Q-links. But what I found with the dual rates menu, if you assign it to a switch, it's going to affect all quick links, flight modes, conditions, whatever you call it. And I'll demonstrate that real quick. We're going to go into a servo. We're going to go here. Full rate. Whoops. Half rate, full rate, then let's go to landing mode, half rate, full rate. So it will affect it no matter what flight condition I'm in. There's takeoff, land, normal, takeoff. So it'll always affect it if you use the dual rate menu. Wing mix. I don't have any wing mix. Throttle curve, I don't have. Programming mix, I have no programming mix. Snap roll, I not have a snap roll. I haven't set up my differential yet, but you'll just set it up in your flight modes just like you would for how you click here and adjust appropriately when you want to get your expo ready. I'm still building the plane, so it's not ready for expo yet. Flap mix, I have flap to aileron. So what I have with the flap mix, aileron to flap, is it's giving me full span. So we're going to go in here and look at it real quick. When I have that switch on, if you notice, my ailerons and my flaps are moving at the same. And if I turn the switch off, I just have aileron. Once again, I go there, and then I flip the switch, and then I'll have full span. From there, we'll go into flap set. I've got the flap set on this switch, and I have it for flight modes. And that's the aileron, so I'll go into flap. I haven't done it, but I'm assuming in flap set, if you went and did the ailerons, you get full span flaps. I'm not ready to mess with that. I'm not experienced enough. So in the flap mode, you see when I change each one, there's a different percentage. And then they're activated by this switch. Activated by that switch. Air brake. Crow. I have crow set to only activate while I'm in normal flight. And I got ailerons at 35% in the opposite direction of... Actually, they're both going the same way. Sorry. And that is connected to switch 4, which is this switch. So it'll only work in norm. So if we go to our menu here and you flip that up, you see I've now got crow. And then you got aileron control, and you notice my dual rate will affect it while it's in crow. Don't need any of these others. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hook up the plane so you can see it visually on the plane, what this is doing so far. Okay, this is the work I have on the Bushmaster done. We'll start with just ailerons. I'm in high rate. And then I've got just dual rate. I didn't go triple, so dual rate would be to there. Right now I'm in flight mode normal. You're not going to be able to see it very well. Now if I go to land or takeoff, there's takeoff, and if I move the flap switch, it goes down there. Then if I go to normal, on the normal switch from my flight modes and don't move my flap switch, it'll go back to normal. And then if I want to go to land, it'll go down to there. While in this, since I did the dual rate, it's not connected to quick links. So while in that landing Q link, I can still adjust my flight mode. The next switch I did was for full span aileron, and I had it set up. I did mine set it up where it's not going to work if I'm in land or takeoff mode. I have to be in normal flight mode, and that'll move both ailerons and flaps. And it also has dual rate. And then I have the crow. And this is in rate, and then full rate, and then rate. I didn't set up the crow to be on full span aileron. I just have the switch do full span aileron. I'm still not very experienced at flying, and I don't want to get myself bit, so I didn't do a crow with full span aileron to get myself in trouble. And I didn't do an up flap, so only my flaps will go down. They won't go up. I also set this up to where every switch on my quick links has a normal mode in the middle, so if I get lost while flying or I get confused, then I can just go to the middle switch and I'll just have normal flight. So if I ever get lost while flying, I just know to get back to the main switch. Hopefully that will explain and show what I did on the transmitter. Just a quick recap. This was for the MZ-24. It's full house power plane with flaps with the MZ-24. And I hope this helps somebody. I apologize if I made some confusion or not. I can't remember if I went over everything. There's one thing I wanted to go over real quick. I can't remember if I said it or not. In the dual rate will affect all flight modes, Q links, if you use a dual rate switch and just use a full and a rate mode. Alright, have a good day.